Ladies and gentlemen, this video is being recorded in the first few months of 2026, and it has been around 5.5 years now that chess has skyrocketed in popularity. A lot of that is originally attributed to the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Many of you saw that, and many of you got into chess because of that. And now, half a decade later, we have kind of the Queen's Gambit, but in real life, as a documentary about the life, career, journey of none other than Judith Polgar is out. It's now top 10 in like 20 different countries, and it's called Queen of Chess. And now there are 5 bots on chess.com, which I will be playing in this video. Now, this might be, and I will also, as always, put a link in the description if you would like to play against the Queen of Chess. Judith, I have said her accomplishments in many, many videos. She is, without a doubt, the greatest women's chess player of all time. At her peak, she was within the top 7 and 8. Never became the world champion, but never played women's events. You know, like that's she only played in the open events and overcame so much adversity. And it's just a very inspiring journey. And I think she's defeated 11 world champions in her life. So just incredible stuff. This will be an interesting video because normally when I play bots on chess.com, I play 4 bots that are terrible, and then I lose to the last one because usually the last one is rated 27, 28, 3000, 3500. It's very rare that the 4th bot can also beat me because the 4th bot of today's video is Judith at age 15 when she was already an absolute monster, 15 years old. And at the time, she became the youngest grandmaster in the history of chess. Now, that record gets broken by 12-year-olds, which is kind of mind-blowing. At age 6, she was already better than like 90% of you. 1350. I'm not even sure I can beat the 6-year-old. Anyway, we're going to try. All right, we're obviously going to play on the hardest mode. On challenge mode, I'm going to play with the... I'll give 6-year-old Judith the white pieces. All right, we're going to keep it nice and chill. Let me lower the volume a little bit. And I'm going to start out with the Caro-Kann. Judith says, I hope to compete against the best players in the world and win. Well, you did. You did. You really did. Even a 6-year-old can see that threat. Yeah, you're right. All right, so she's playing the most annoying Caro-Kann imaginable. Caro-Kann, of course, one of the best openings, especially for intermediate players. Okay, this is weird. I imagine losing to a 6-year-old could feel discouraging. If it helps, I plan to be one of the greatest who ever lived. Amazing. I'm going to take him, put my knight on c6. I don't think this is very good for the bot to have the queen there. Honestly, if I was Judith, I would write to chess.com because there is absolutely no way. There's no way that she would have blundered that. Anyway, her playing style is very aggressive, and I do want... Oh, maybe I can make a draw against the 6-year-old? No, I'm going to take the pawn, and now I'm going to put 2 pawns in the center, and of course, black here enjoys a very comfortable position. What the... What? Yo, if I'm chess.com, I'm worried about a lawsuit here. I mean, is there a chessbot legal term for slandering your level? Because 1350 playing like this, it would never happen. It would never happen to 6-year-old Judith. No chance. Now, okay, you have to see stuff like this, obviously, with your tactical development. I'm going to play this move d4 so that the bot takes my bishop. Wow, the bot is insisting on not taking my bishop, so now I will take the queen. The queen is strong, but not necessary to secure victory. That's very admirable 6-year-old bot, but yeah, you're gonna lose. I'm gonna play bishop to f5. All right, at least they gave me one good game. I'm gonna take this pawn. It's like taking candy from a baby, literally, by the way. Maybe we push. Now, adult Judith, and probably also 6-year-old Judith, was a very aggressive player and oftentimes got into very combative games, very double-edged games, Sicilian defenses, and so on. Wow, this bot is horrendous. I don't know why they made the bot play like this, but none of my business. I'm going to trap the knight. I'm going to go pawn to f3. We're just going to checkmate pretty soon. We are now up a commanding amount of material. I do think the first bot is almost put in to just like give you a game, because you would feel really terrible if you couldn't even get one game. It's okay to be checked, just not checkmated. Riveting commentary. I'm gonna promote to another queen, and yeah, I'm sort of offended on her behalf, because I really don't understand why they did this to this bot, but I mean, I don't control the levels. That's not really my job. Now, there's going to be no stalemate here, because this should be mate. This is check, and this is mate. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I would have wanted. All right, you beat Jude at h6. Look at that. One of my greatest accomplishments. Now, what's amazing about Judith is that she was so strong so early in her life. Like, already as an 11-year-old, she's 2,400. I might lose to 3 of the 5 bots today. Like, it might straight up not beat 3 of the 5 bots. When she was, the next one, they had to put 9, they put 6, and they put 9, because now she's 1,900. She's 1,900 already at the age of 9, and at 11, she's 24, and then 26 and 27. Yo, I'm cooked. I actually don't think I'm gonna win that many games today. When I was 9, I won my first international chess tournament. Bro, I'm not doing this. All right, let's go. I'm gonna play a London, because 9-year-olds aren't good at positional chess. So I feel like if I play a London, okay, knight to d2, e3, c3. I think these bots are very good indeed. Yeah, thanks. I play an aggressive playstyle. See? Look what she says. It makes adults uncomfortable. I'm gonna go bishop g3 and take like this. I'm also an aggressive player, as a matter of fact. All right, what if we take the aggressive player and trade her queen? Wow, this bot is actually playing like very decent moves. All right. Gonna sort of argue that this bishop is poorly positioned. e3. I'm already very nervous, by the way. Let's just develop the knight. I don't think it particularly matters. And maybe we trade the light squared bishop to try to get our knight out. Like this. Okay, certainly this bot won't hang her queen, right? Amazing. Yeah, because the last one gave me false hope that like the bots just have a blind spot for queen hanging. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put my rooks in the middle. Probably the bot is going to play some sort of b5 at some point. This is the best move, I'm sure of it. Yeah, thank you. Centralize the rook, always good. Maybe we trade the knight, something like this. Yeah, this is really already challenging, which is kind of insane. She said, well, mistakes happen? Why would she say that? Is that a hint? Can I go here now? Is the bot... What? Did it just... I mean, it said mistakes happen, and then... Oh. Did the bot just trick me? What? I'm so confused. Hey, what if... You know, normally taking with the h-pawn is the automatic move you want to take toward the center. But in this particular case, if I take the knight and open up my rook, I think that's actually good for me. Queen's hanging, but then she would take with check, so that wouldn't work. Now I'm threatening the queen, and I'm threatening queen f3. Right. Which is why the bot plays this move, but now I think I can just take on b5 and enjoy a very nice advantage. So be it, says the bot. Okay, let's trade the queen. And now I'm going to take with this pawn. So now I have the doubled rooks on the open files here. This looks really crushing for me. And I also have, like, she can't castle, and I have knight c6 coming, and she has a bad pawn structure. So... some of my favorite wins have come against opponents who think they're winning. Okay, fair enough. But I'm like winning for sure, for sure. I just have to figure out how. Rook f2 is an interesting move. Rook f5 is also interesting, but I feel like she's just going to play knight f6. Now, if I play knight b7, there's just rook c6. I don't really want to play c4, because I feel like, what if I go g4 and g5? That looks kind of gnarly. Let's go rook f2 and double like this. Like this. And here, yeah, and now I'll sack my knight. Whoa. That can't be good. No, no, no. No, we're going to take this, and now we're going to take on d6 with check. Tactics. Judith would approve. Now I take, and I take this, and we will be beating the 9-year-old. All right, I have a completely dominant position. I have 3 extra pawns, and now all I have to... Maybe I'll go for 4 extra pawns, just in case she tries to make a comeback. I don't want to allow any possibility of a comeback in this position. I'm going to win literally all of the bot's pawns, and then we will move on with our life. So now we will play a4, b4, a5. Uh-oh, maybe we're not going to play any of those moves. All right, let's give a check and win some pawns back. Like this. Okay, this is now easily winning because we simply defend all of our pawns, like so, and then we push. We push every single pawn. We play like h3. We play c4. We don't let the pawns get captured. We play b3. We don't let the pawns get captured. The king goes to h2 like this. And this is winning. This is winning in many, many ways, but the cleanest is just by pushing all of your pawns, because you have 3 extra pawns. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? All right, I'm like delaying the win very slightly. Of course, we can afford a rook trade because we are totally dominant. I'm bored. Okay, we take with check. We go rook b5, and now we push everybody. And maybe Judith will resign, maybe not. Let's cut the king off, and let's just push the pawns. h4, king h3, g4, etc. Okay. The bots don't resign, obviously, but that's all right. We will definitely be getting a resignation soon. Up with the king, up with the pawn, up with the king, up with the pawn. Do 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 do. These bots are actually like shockingly annoying at defending the position, which is pretty funny. But yeah, this is not defendable. It's amazing that it got it to this point, but at some point you just cannot defend against the king and the 2 pawns. It's not possible. I will push h7. I will push king g7, and then we will win. You only need 2 extra pawns, although I ended up getting like 5 extra pawns. I would have made the same move. Really? Okay. I promoted to a rook because I'm BMing a 9-year-old bot. Okay, now we zigzag to the other side, and we will be delivering the ladder mate. Like this. She's going to go here. I'm going to go here. Take here, here, here. No, it's definitely not looking good. And this is mate. Okay. We have 2 wins out of 5. We have defeated a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. And now we will try to defeat the 11-year-old bot. And I am actually not sure I can do this. When I was 11, I defeated my first grandmaster. I was also the boys under 12 world champion. That is, that tracks. No, she was unbelievably strong. What do we play is the question. Okay, let's play the modern defense. Oh, this is a terrible idea because 11-year-old Judith already was such a strong and fearsome attacker. I would not be shocked if the bot just plays h4 against me. Okay, that's weird. That's a weird move. That's not normal. If you're going to make good moves like that, I'm going to get much more aggressive. What are your chess goals? Okay, that's kind of a up and down line of questioning. We should train together. No, Judith. No. No, we shouldn't. No, definitely not. I would have ruined your career. Okay, it's programmed. This thing is programmed to say some weird, overly friendly stuff. But we'll take it. Okay. Yeah, the bot is obviously an extremely aggressive player, but it definitely has a very... it has a bit of a strange opening. Maybe the secret to beating this bot is simply to trade pieces against it. E5, here. Let's go E5. This looks good. Maybe the bot is going to go here. Okay. So let's trade some queens. I think with no queen on the board, it's going to be much harder for the bot to checkmate me. Okay, it doesn't exactly trade with me, but it's okay. We develop a piece and we're going to castle. I imagine it's going to play knight d5 at some point. We can still just castle. Shit, careful, chess is it is not a game of luck. Lady, I'm like 40 years old. I don't know who you think you're coaching. Okay, now rook d8. Now, I kind of like this position. I like... Now, at some point, this move is going to happen. I think it's time to play f6. I think these two pieces now are going to be kind of bad. There's the move that I was expecting. I can take that knight, or I can just avoid it somehow. Maybe like rook d7. But I am trying to come up with like easy solutions here. So let's just go rook d7, defend my pawn. I like my pawn blockade. I think it's pretty sophisticated. Now we'll double up on the d file, because that does seem like where the game is heading. And maybe we will bring our king to defend our knight. I do like this. I like the position. I think we have the young superstar of chess in a situation that benefits our playing style, which is old man playing style. And now this move is going to remove the knight. And then I think we are in good shape. I hope. c6. We've done it. We are now going to be removing the knight from the position. Now we will maybe trade rooks. Maybe king e6. Maybe bishop h6 as well is interesting. Maybe I bring the bishop and I reposition the knight. That also doesn't look too stupid. Let's go bishop c8 and put this knight on c5. Playing very positionally. Okay, rook takes. Now I guess it's going to go rook d1. c5. Wow. To try to go knight c4. What if I go back to a6 and I control that square? Now you can't do that. Okay, now I feel like I'm making some progress. I do feel like things are happening here. Let's go bishop h6. Did I blunder bishop e5? I don't think so. Okay. And now king e6 maybe. Active king. Defending the center pawn. It feels like I'm making logical decisions. Bishop d2 maybe. To trade my bishop. Or maybe just bishop g7 back. Nothing too crazy. Whoa! Oh, knight g5 is mate. Knight g5 is mate. Oh my gosh, if I take that, knight g5 is mate. Knight g5 is a checkmate. And this is hanging. Yo! I thought h5. And the knight has to move, but there's this. That's crazy. I didn't see that at all. All right, let's back up. I mean, this is absurd. Bishop c7. She said, I like my chances here. Same. Oh, I'm gonna lose all my pawns. I'm losing to the 11-year-old bot. This is unbelievable. What? It just gave me a pawn? Is it because it's gonna go here? And then what happens when I make this move? e5? All right, all right, check maybe. Unreal. Can I just check the game review? Did I ever have a good position? I just lost to the 11-year-old Judah Polgar bot. All right, I had a slightly better position at some point, like right here. Yeah, this was my best position, and I should have just, like, moved my rook, went here. Instead, I moved my king, and I immediately... And then she brillianted me. Bishop takes e5, and then there's mate. Yo, oh my god, I can't even beat the 11-year-old bot. This is gonna be a crazy video. I'm trying to just go up, like, no matter what happens. I'm not trying to beat all of them. I'm just trying to play them. What if I play the orangutan? I'm gonna play b4 against the 15-year-old bot. How about that? 15 years old Judah Polgar, already one of the best players in the world. I played b4 because I don't respect myself. Yes, I am ready. She said there's something to be learned after every move. Not the moves I play, but yeah. Thank you. Now, if queen f6, can I play knight to d5, or is there this? No, there is not. Okay. Now, I think I will play c4. I like this move. It kind of defends my knight, standing actively in the center. The thing is already at 2600. Like, the bot is just so good. There is really no... Bishop a3 is crazy. I don't understand that move at all. just trying to get out of the way of taking my my piece there. All right, we trade, because I think if knight c3, there was some nuances. And now I'm just going to castle and put my d pawn on d4. So I'm going to go like this. Now, Judith, of course, lining up the bishop cannon against my king. Ooh, really? I'm used to beating players older than me? Yeah. Okay, let's seal out the light squared bishop. I'm not sure I like that move. Yeah, she's going to start to try to get out the piece. Can I take? Again, I'm trying to take these bots into endgames where I'm not just going to get brutally checkmated. Okay, it does not look like it wants to play an endgame. Now we take with the bishop. I like my outside pass pawn. I'm going to say my A pawn is actually going to be a problem in the long run. Isn't this just... Wait a minute. What is happening? Did the bot just give me a pawn? Am I just up a pawn against the 15-year-old version? I can't beat the 11-year-old version, but I'm up a pawn here. Okay, now I shouldn't lose. I should not lose this position. I have way too good of a position here. Like, my rook goes to the middle, my other rook goes to the middle. I'm just up a pawn, man. That pawn's not... Yo, wait a minute, we're cooking here. I'm not losing this. I'm not losing this. Which is already a huge accomplishment for me, by the way, in case you're confused. You're playing the fourth woman to ever become a grandmaster? Yeah, which at the time is true, which is completely absurd. It's amazing. Okay, so it's obviously it's trying to go here. Maybe I play rook b1. If c2, I can just take. Yeah, and so now I'm going to walk my king over. I think this is the right strategy. Okay, yeah, she's not letting me walk the king over. That's definitely annoying. Maybe rook c1. I can also bring the bishop back, although I kind of like this a little bit less. Let's bring the bishop back. Fine. Wait a minute. No, wait. No! I lost the game. How did I... I lost. She had one pawn. I've trained with the best players in the world, and I'm sure they wouldn't recommend them. Oh my gosh. My idea was that I can bring the bishop around, but I can't because she has a check. I need my king to be on this square. Oh. Yeah, my only hope now is I actually don't even have a move because she's just going to go here and here. So I can't move my rook because the bishop is coming in. I can't move my bishop because of check. I can't move my king because of my bishop. What have I done? How did I do that? That was so stupid of me. Unbelievable. It was just equal. Now, I was never really better. My best position was here. Wow, and I should have played the move pawn to b6. Instead, I went like this, and I was like, all right, we're never losing this position. How did my dumbass manage to lose this? Unbelievable. Okay, I thought about going rook d4, actually, to be more active, to be in front of the pawn. Rook d4 would have been the best move, and then I would have went bishop a5. By the way, if you don't know, you can have a coach on chess.com, and my coach is myself, which is why I suck, because I'm already as good as the coach. See, you can listen to my coach. My coach can't coach me. Yeah, I just made 3 question mark moves in a row. And then she went rook d8, and I just straight up... This is just losing. Oh, my... All right, well, it's time to play the adult version. This is so crazy. I'm straight up going to lose 3 games. I have to play the bot until I win. Like, I have to make a whole nother video where I just play the bot until I win. All right, I'm going to play with the black pieces. I look forward to challenge of beating you. I'm going to play Caro Khan. It's the only opening that I would play, like, if the world was about to end. She's probably going to go here. I've beaten 11 world champions. Yeah, I know I'm dead. I know. This is not going to go well. Let's play knight c6. Yes, that is the most aggressive line. Okay, it's advertised. Yeah, I know, Judith. I just promoted that. Thank you very much. Okay, the sharpest line here is knight e4. I feel like I want to play knight e4 just to feel the full wrath of the Polgar bot. This is the variation here. Yes, and now you play knight to e5. White plays queen d4. Yes, you play f6, bishop f4, and then I don't remember anything. I actually think you can play pawn to e6 here. I think this is a move. So let's do it. She castles, and yeah, this is a really bad sign because now I'm completely out of any sort of openings that I have memorized. So it's going to be quite difficult, I think, learning this on the fly. This is a very bad idea. If takes, take, and I offer a queen trade, how bad is that? All right, let's go knight g6. Okay, it feels like we are playing correctly. But how do I defend this pawn? Do I need to defend this pawn? e5, queen e4, f5. Looks kind of demented to play like that, but maybe that's the right approach. If I take, and she takes with the pawn, and then do I play for f5? Or do I take, and put my bishop on d6? Like I said, it's going to be kind of an honor getting Polgard. It's just, king b1, what the fuck? King b1, what is this? King b1. She didn't even take my pawn back, yo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now I'm gonna crap my pants. This is a really bad sign when the bot is playing like that. So now if bishop d6, I guess it's gonna take like this. And if I play bishop f5 just to develop a piece, what is it gonna do? I feel like she's gonna play h3 or something, just completely. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just develop. All right, if the bot plays g4, it plays g4. I can't stop g4. Bishop d7. Because of this, I have queen c6, bishop c6. I can't even name the pieces. Yo, she's just not taking my pawn. What is this? What is this witchcraft? The Polgar bot is just not, it's not taking my pawn. I didn't know you could play like this. I'm just like flailing around. I'm just making random moves. It's refusing to take the pawn. The pawn's been standing in the center of the board. I feel like I need to play a move like knight d3 just to force some trades or something. Like queen b6 I'm looking at potentially just to make a couple of trades so I can't, you know. Can I go back, by the way? Is the bot going to reposition the bishop to that square? Is the bishop better on that square? Let's go knight d3. I can't handle this tension anymore. All right, I traded off one of her pieces. And now if I take this... Oh, I mean, I feel like if I take that, I'm just going to get walloped. But to be honest, I'm going to get walloped regardless, right? So I feel like I should just enjoy the moment. But yeah, this is incredibly stressful. Can I take on g4? Is this free? It looks free. I took a pawn. f3. That doesn't feel so scary anymore. Bishop h5 maybe with the idea to pin the queen to the king? How about that? I feel like I'm fighting back here. Wait a minute. Wait, this is not as bad as I thought. This is not as bad as I thought. I can castle now. If I can castle, I feel like I'm chilling. Also, bishop f7 might be good and just taking back. But I'm not in the business of not castling against Judith Polgar. Queen b6 also looks very, very reasonable. What? Queen b6? Well, queen b6. Castle, rook d5, bishop g6, king moves. h5 comes in. Queen b6 is... I like it, because then with no queen, I'm not going to get mated. That's been my strategy in this video. Oh, this must be good for me. No, I don't think you can play like this. All right, now we got to lock in. We've been trying to lock in. d4 maybe? d4... Okay, but now I can't castle. Okay, I move my queen here, and now I can't castle. Stupid Gotham. Stupid Gotham. Maybe king f7. Maybe rook d8. King f7, rook d8, all possible. Bishop f7 as well. That's not a move. Bishop f7. King... What do I play? King f7, pawn takes d5 looks quite dangerous. I don't like that. If d4... Let's go here so that she just can't take the pawn back. Okay. Obviously. Checkmate is now threatened. Can I just castle out of this? And then play rook e8? Can I also castle this way? Yo, I don't think she's threatening anything. Can I just castle? I think I can just castle. I think I'm just winning. What? Bishop b4. I think I'm just winning. Now I'm out of the way. Now I think I have a counterattack and my king is safe. Okay, yes. Of course she's not just gonna go down with no fight, right? But hold on a minute. If I play d3, or something like rook e8, rook e8 looks really strong. Let's go rook e8. I think I'm cooking. Queen d3. So now it's giving up the rook. Judith is sacrificing the rook. I can also start with bishop to c3 though. I like this move. Could be a strong one. Or bishop even back to d6, trying to trade so I, never, ever, ever get checkmated. But bishop c3, now I'm threatening a checkmate. She makes a huge retreating move, although, granted, wait a minute, but rook e3? Yo. Yo, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Bishop takes. Wait a minute, this is unbelievable. Wait a minute, I think I'm playing the game of my life here. I think I locked in against the legend. All right, now there's all these tricks coming in. Now, if I play queen c6 or queen b5, is there a difference? Queen to b5. The threat is the giga threat on the rook, as well as bishop to e4. And I feel like queen c6, there's this, but I go bishop d5. And I'm threatening to just win a straight up rook now. So she gets out of the way, which makes perfect sense. But now I win a straight up rook, and if she takes on c3, oh my, I forgot my rook was hanging because I was so nervous. I forgot my rook was hanging. Ooh. Okay, bishop to e4. If this, I play bishop back to d5. Maybe that's just the move. Get the bishop out. Let's do this. I'm still up 2 points, 2 pawns. Still up. I can take this and take this. I'm taking on b2 with check. I can throw in another check, by the way, but I'm a little bit too scared. Okay, this is completely winning for black. Boys and girls, we're about to beat the greatest women's player of all time. Let's not screw this up. Let's go to the middle. Rook to d8, nice move, centralizing. Yes, knight there. And one of the signs of the great players is that they just never lose. It's really difficult to actually beat them, the whole duration of the game, basically. So I have to be very careful here and very accurate not to blunder any sort of counterattack. Queen b5. F5 actually doesn't look bad because I have queen f6 next. Of course, yes, the bot is going to stop my counterattack. Queen h6. Queen e5 might happen. Maybe I give a check. And then queen a4. Check and queen a4. Ooh, a queen trade. What? A queen trade. Doesn't that just mean I win? Bring my king to the middle? Doesn't this just mean I win? Now, obviously, she's going to defend. She's not just going to lose, but wait. I should just be winning. I can give a check on d2. I can also just bring my king forward and push my pawns. Like king e5. I mean, I have more pawns in a rook endgame. Of course I'm just winning. And she takes. That's it. That's it. This is unbelievable. We might actually pull this off. Rook d3, king c4. You never want to give empty checks in a rook endgame. This is the only thing. So we have to be 100% sure that our check is a good check. Rook d3, rook h3. We do win another pawn if we do that. Maybe let's just play a6 because I don't want her b pawn to get much closer. Right. And now I was even thinking we can just run with this pawn. But I would not be shocked if we don't even have to do that. Rook c7 also looks pretty reasonable. I'm so scared. Let's just give this check. And let's just go win this pawn. Because I don't see it. Right, of course I allow counterplay immediately. Obviously. Idiot. I think blundering this pawn would be really bad for me. Oh my god, I'm gonna screw this up. This is so crazy. I'm gonna straight up screw this up. I can take and play rook e5. Okay. I can take and play rook e5. And then I can come back. And I really doubt the bot can survive. h5, rook d7, h4, rook b7, h3, c6, h2. I win. h5, rook d7, h4, rook b7, h3, rook b8. No. No chance. I mean, one of us is wrong. Either me or the 2735 rated bot. I'm now 2 squares from queening. This has to be winning. King f7? King g5, rook a6, h2. And she will get back in time. Maybe king e7 to be closer to the pawn? Maybe king e7 to be closer to the pawn? Let's do this. King e6. This is so stressful. King e5. Okay. Now I feel like rook h5 and I should just win. But we will see. There's also maybe just g5, just push my pawn. Okay, let's go rook h5. If I screw this up, then that's just iconic. What can I say? That's very iconic. Typical Gotham game. Check. Oh! I should have probably went king f5. Oh wait, this is devastating. This is straight up devastating. I might not win. Yo, I might straight up not win this. Can she like take now? What am I doing? I forgot she can take on h2. I'm not gonna win. Oh boy. Yo, it really sucks to suck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And the worst part about this is like, it's, yeah, this is, I mean, this is just brutal. This is brutal. Wow. Okay, let's check and move the king out of the way, but both of us are gonna queen, and I have to sack the rook for the pawn. I'm gonna play rook f7, king f2, like this. I'm gonna go stare at a wall for a few hours. This is gonna be such a bad game review. -5. I am curious when I screwed it all up. King f6. I had to be active. Instead, I was worried about stopping the pawn, but I had to just fully go in over here. And then, oh, it actually gave me another chance. Yeah, this was terrible. I mean, this was such a bad move. I already thought I screwed it up here because I thought that I have to run back. And it's funny, I didn't. And I didn't because, oh wow, I have a check. That's so important. I didn't see that. I only looked at g3, and then I thought like I get here, but white is getting back in time to stop me. And actually, white is not even stopping me. White is just winning, which is absurd. I saw that and I panicked. All right, sick. Excellent video. The follow-up of this is going to be me just playing the last 3. I got to play until I win. I was so close in this game. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Do enjoy Queen of Chess. Shout out to Judah Polgar for being amazing. And get out of here.